오스트리아 모짤테움 오케스트라 수석이며 부르크너 음대 교수인 필립 투처 교수를 모시고 이야기를 나눠보도록 하겠습니다. 바순 연주자에게 항상 물어보는 말인데 바순은 어떻게 시작하게 되었고 몇 살 때 시작했나요?
I started at the age of 9, which is not very early, but it was early enough. I told you in the masterclass that I had to start only with the reed. This is typical for the Italian school. I started almost 1 year to work only with the reed. Just to learn how to blow in and how to use the tonguing and how to use the vocals. And after that, then at the age of 10, I received the real instrument for first time. That was in Bolzano in Italy in the Conservatorium. And I studied there my first 7-8 years, and then I went to Austria, to Vienna, and then to Germany to study with other teachers.
오늘 레슨 받은 학생들이 한국을 대표할 수는 없지만 몇 명 레슨을 해본 느낌은 어떠세요?
Yeah, I knew how the level is because I had already the pleasure to teach Korean students in Salzburg at the Summer Academy of the Mozarteum, and I heard about other very good students. They won competitions, and I knew that there must be a really good school. I was really impressed, to be honest, about the level, the technical level, and the quality of sound, and how fast they learn. So I really wanted to meet this class and these students, and yeah, today it was a confirmation. It was a confirmation what I was expecting, a very high level, and very nice people, very open-minded and very reactive in getting and using all the informations I could give.
바순을 연습하는 학생들에게 연습을 어떻게 하면 좋을지 조언해 줄 수 있나요?
Yeah, if I think about what we were working today, as you remember during the master, we never had to speak about techniques, to be honest. I mean finger techniques, because the students, the advanced students, they were all very good in playing the pieces. Of course, if somebody was playing only since 1 or 2 years, normally that you have to go on practicing. But the students with a certain level, they were very good technically. So we were working almost only about being creative and about searching, looking more for a personal way of interpretation. That was the main thing today. So an advice, I saw today that they are, everybody seems to work good, to practice good, because they were all prepared and were able to play perfectly the pieces they presented today. So the only thing is, I could tell them maybe to not only to practice the music, but also to read books about the music, to listen to other players, to be creative and to find the sense in that what they are doing, and to find a personal way of playing the music. That's maybe the main thing we worked out today.
한국 학생들이 국제 콩쿠르에 도전을 많이 하고 있는데 국제 콩쿠르에 대한 개인적인 의견은 어떤가요? 콩쿠르에 도전할 때 가장 중점을 두는 것은 어떤 것이라고 생각합니까?
Very good question. Must be careful in answering. I did them. When I was young, of course, I did the competitions because I always knew if I want to become somebody, I have to prove that I deserve to be somebody. I did the competitions to learn, of course, but mainly to open doors to work, to find a good work and to be accepted and as a bassoonist. So we have these international competitions, and yeah, you have to face them if you want to become somebody. No? There are a great possibility to show that you are technically a professional player, but also that as a person you are an interesting musical person. Yeah, because in the very good competitions normally you cannot win only with very good playing, but maybe it's important for 80%, of course, but you have also to show a good personality. You have to show that you are interesting for the audience, that you have something special to say, and that you are human, that you can make maybe some technical mistake, but that you are really touching. So if the competition is good, then I find it a very good possibility to prove yourself, to get better and just present your personality. And if the jury is doing a good job, then the right people will have this possibility to win prizes and to get work more easily than without.
오케스트라 오디션을 볼 때 가장 중요한 것이 무엇이라고 생각하나요?
Other good question. Other very good question. Yeah, I mean our system, how we do the auditions. Now that I play since 20 years in an orchestra, I know that, like I played when I did my auditions, and what I knew about playing in orchestra, now I'm a much better player in the orchestra, for sure, because I learned a lot. But at that time, I was very solistic player, so I won the audition being a soloist, and very often is happening this. This is something strange, because then in the orchestra you need other things. You must be very flexible. You must be able to listen and to react to the others. At the competition and at the audition, it's very important to be very self-confident, to be, of course, a finished, a good professional player. And it's not so important that you know a lot about the music, about different styles, even not about intonation and how to react in the orchestra to different situations. It's not so important. It's also not so important to play an incredible pianissimo. These are things you need in orchestra, as we know. So the audition is not the perfect way to find out if somebody will be the perfect orchestra player. At the audition you have to play actually like at a solo competition. You must play with a good big sound, with a perfect solistic technique, and you must be a healthy personality with self-confidence, creating a good atmosphere also for the orchestra who is listening to you. And of course you must find the sound the orchestra looks for. So this depends a lot from the schools where you make the audition. But generally then you need some years to understand and to learn what do you need in the orchestra.
바순을 하는데 여러 가지 중요한 요건들이 있는데 당신은 첫 번째로 가장 중요하게 생각하는 것이 무엇인가요? 뭐 사운드, 뭐 음악성, 뭐 테크닉 등 여러 가지 중에서 가장 중요하게 생각하는 것이 무엇인가요?
The bassoon is a singing instrument, right? Because technically we are not so we have not these challenges like the violinists or also the flute or clarinet players. They have faster pieces. I mean, the mechanics is also not the best we have on the bassoon. So in the solo competitions, you make the difference, in my opinion, with sound and the way how you express, how you sing. This is the most difficult quality to find in a bassoon. Techniques, of course, we have a certain standard and we have to be there. But I think everybody can learn this. 10 years of studying the bassoon, then you have a good technique. But to have the right voice that everybody recognizes, somebody has a special color in sound, the other has a special vibrato. Everybody recognizes Tuneman when he's playing. Everybody recognizes the totally different way of Sergio Azzolini of playing, and everybody recognizes a certain school and a certain way of singing. So I think for me it's the real impressive thing of a bassoon player is if I can really hear a voice talking to me. Of course, you must combine it. It's not something mechanically with the reed or with the lips. It's really also, of course, the musicality of a person joining these techniques to be able to show this musicality. And this is not so easy on the bassoon. We have to read, we have the heavy instrument, so we have a lot of problems to solve before becoming a singing personality. So this is for sure the most challenging thing for everybody.
바순 하는 데 있어서 체격은 악기 하는 데 있어서 영향이 있다고 생각하나요?
Let's say that for sure if you have a good physical condition, for sure it should help. There is for sure something like lungs or general physical strength helping somebody to never get tired when he's practicing, and maybe it's easier to. On the other hand, I also met bassoonists 140 and slim and playing incredibly. So it seems possible. It seems possible that you can learn anyway to play well the bassoon, independently from if you are very strong, very tall, or very small, or very slim. I think it's possible because we don't need that much strength. If you are weaker as physically, then you will choose maybe a way to play which is different than somebody else. Maybe softer reeds and using more your air to make a big sound, and the other one who is stronger maybe uses more strength to get the sound out. But I think bassoon actually it's possible for everybody to play if the fingers are of course long enough to take bassoon. Sure.
마지막으로 바순을 하는 학생들에게 조언이 있으면 부탁합니다.
I just repeat that I find it technically quite easy to play the bassoon. So give a lot of attention to the reeds you use. Give a lot of attention to that, because if you're used to buy them, very often you don't know really what you're looking for, what you need, which sound do you want to create. And the second thing is, of course, always look for a very natural and personal interpretation and way to play, because there we can make a really a huge difference. Not imitate to learn, imitate somebody to learn, but then decide for yourself which kind of vibrato, which kind of color you prefer, if dark, if round, if soft, if dolce, if stronger, if it's nice to hear that somebody really finds his way of playing and enjoys it and is happy with that. So that would be my advice for somebody, a young student, technically already playing well, to find his way of his voice, his way he wants to play.